After more than 3 decades, Street Fighter 6 finally did the impossible. This game managed to do what no previous game was able to: make Sagat exciting. Sure, the crowd gets hype when you reveal him, but gameplay-wise, Sagat has always felt pretty stale. He's a zoner who specializes in keeping the opponent away. Now, to be fair, other characters do similar stuff, but it just feels stale with Sagat, likely because he's been around for so long. But Street Fighter 6 finally made him interesting, not just to play, but even to watch. This new trailer had me so excited, I re-watched it several times to get a full grasp on what was happening. Sagat's never been this deep before, which is a huge step in the right direction. But to better explain my point in this video, let's talk about what made Sagat strong in past games. Obviously, he has the Dragon Punch, which is invincible and a strong move. However, several characters have that. Sagat was the only character with 2 fireballs, and even 30 years later, it's still his gimmick. He can alternate between both fireballs to control horizontal space really well. High Tiger Shot is harder to jump because it's taller than regular fireballs, but you can duck under it, whereas Low Tiger Shot can't be ducked, but is easier to jump over. However, Sagat ducks while throwing it, which makes him harder to hit and also gives him more time to anti-air. Oh, and it was fast in past games, like really fast. And Sagat has 3 different versions of each fireball, giving him 6 in total, or 8 if you count the EX version that later games have. Yeah, 8 different fireballs, all with varying speeds. Over 20 years later, and that was still Sagat's gimmick. However, it also made him very boring to watch. In fact, even at the highest level of play, in the hands of professional players, Sagat's not fun to watch. When fireballs are your best weapon, it gets old really quick. In fact, I'd argue it's more fun to watch the opponent, since they're the ones actually dealing with the uphill battle. Sagat's out here throwing Tiger Shot, Tiger Shot, Tiger Shot, while the opponent is actually dealing with all those fireballs and having to get around it. Yeah, even if you play Sagat, it's more fun to watch the opponent. A great example of this is Bonchan versus Alex Valle. Alex is playing Hugo, who has a very tough time against zoners. For a few reasons: his body is massive, his jump sucks, and he has no fireballs of his own. Oh, and his movement is bad too, the guy's very slow. And yet, Alex Valle is playing him against Sagat anyway, which makes this match so much fun to watch. It's possibly one of the worst matchups in Street Fighter 4, so it's fun to watch Hugo attempt the impossible. But as the Sagat player, almost nobody is ever rooting for you, because while the character does actually have depth, the average player can't see how technical Sagat is. To them, you're just throwing the same fireballs over and over again. Then when the opponent gets close, you anti-air them, either with normal attacks or the Tiger Uppercut. Sagat has played this same way for a very long time, until Street Fighter 6 mixed it up and changed everything. I want to watch this new trailer with you all and explain why it has me so excited. For the first time in decades, Sagat is fun to watch, and I'm actually excited to play him when he drops. But first, real quick, a shout out to my comic book, because there's only 3 days left to order. That's right, only 3 days left to order this amazing comic, which means you want to act now, because every physical purchase of this comic gets you a free poster and a digital copy of the comic as well. That's right, you get all of that for just $10. It's a really great deal, so click my link in the pinned comment or video description to get your comic today. This Indiegogo has several cover variants that will never be available anywhere else. Cover B and Cover C are exclusive to this fundraising campaign, and just look at them, they're amazing covers. But don't forget, there's only 3 days left to order, so buy your comic today, you're gonna love it. Alright, here we go baby, straight to the gameplay. Look at how awesome this trailer is, you're not gonna believe it. Look at the range on those normals and a target combo. Let's go. Target combos for Sagat, love to see it. An anti-air that hits twice like Urien, pretty sick. Look at the range on this stuff, pretty crazy, but nothing so far is out of the ordinary for Sagat. He's always had this kind of stuff. His throw puts the opponent kind of far away, which is good, he's a keep away character. Back throw even further away, arguably. We get a look at his idle animation, possibly his taunt, that's also really cool. And here's the Tiger Shot, does his own super to beat Ryu's super, and he's still stuck in recovery. How crazy is that? But still nothing new for Sagat. He's always been the fireball character. That's new though. Tiger Knee going over fireballs is already interesting. He's never done that in past games, to my knowledge. At the right distance, Sagat can now bait you into having a fireball war with him and then just jump over your fireballs and get in. That's awesome. Okay, oh, this is new too, so charging up his Dragon Punch to get something new, also known as Tiger Uppercut. That's his unique name for it, but in general, the term for these uppercut moves is Dragon Punch. And with Sagat, you can actually charge it, and it wall bounces too, which is interesting to me. I'm wondering if you can follow that up. I'm not sure why you wouldn't be able to. At the very least, you can probably get some more fireballs on screen that the opponent has to wake up and deal with, which is also really cool. Sagat's got new ways to pressure the opponent, and the fact he gets that juggle state too is really sick as well. Look at this, he has crazy legs, like Ken Masters. That's so funny, he has crazy kicks. There's an overhead option, which I imagine has a gap. You can probably guard impact or something, but still, it's really cool he has an overhead option. Then he has a move that knocks you away, and I'm wondering if you can follow that up or not. That's a target combo, I'm guessing, but I'm not sure because he does it after a normal. So it might just be a special move, I'm not entirely sure, but Sagat follows it up with a roundhouse into his super, which is neat as well, love that. And his super has different options. He can choose to push you away and possibly do more zoning, or he can keep you close, which might do more damage. And here we have the classic look. Big counter hit. We see the same follow-up, so it is a special move because we see the EX version here. Now we know. Big launcher and then Tiger Punch, of course. That's classic Sagat right there, nothing new. Tiger shot, oh, you're trying to get in? DP. That's how classic Sagat plays. Another target combo, I think, or that could be a link actually, let's see. I'm not sure. I want to say it's a target combo. That's fun too. So Sagat just used his Tiger Knee as an advanced dash attack pretty much. Why dash when Tiger Knee is faster and goes further? That's crazy. Love stuff like that. So here's the alternate version of his super that keeps the opponent close and might do reduced damage. That was Punk's theory. I'm wondering if it does more damage because typically Sagat wants to be far away, and honestly it could do the same damage, but you have the option of pushing the opponent away or keeping them close. That's so cool, and Sagat's never had that. Later on though, you see something really crazy. You're not ready. Oh god. Toss them further away. That was sick. It's got a ground bounce to it also. So is that the crazy kicks we saw earlier? Yeah, that's the overhead we saw earlier, but apparently it also ground bounces airborne opponents. That's sick. Another super follow-up this time, knocking them into the air, and you get follow-ups just like Jamie. And look at this. So sick. That is so much fun to watch. 2 EX Tiger throws back-to-back Tiger shots, and then his super. Sick. Here's the guard impact. Is it guard impact or drive impact? I want to say it's guard impact, but it could be drive impact. There we go, big combo into level 3 this time, which is so painful to watch. Breaks your knees literally, big uppercut, and then it's just over. It's so sick. Yeah, Sagat has me excited in Street Fighter 6. He can now flip from zoning to rushdown, similar to Guile, which I think has always kept Guile interesting, right? He's a zoner also, but can go on the offense and get close when he wants to, plus he's a charge character, so you have this respect for the player because charge characters are inherently more difficult half the time. Then on top of that, recent Street Fighter games have given Guile some really cool combos to watch. Those constant sonic booms and mini sonic booms to keep things going is so awesome, but Sagat's never had that until now. So yeah, I'm excited about Sagat for the first time in I think ever. I liked playing him a bit in Street Fighter Cross Tekken because his synergy was fun with other characters, but on his own I've never really found Sagat that interesting, and to watch was actually painful. Even though the character is technical, there's more depth to Sagat than people realize, but that doesn't always make the character fun to watch. So now for the first time in Street Fighter 6, Sagat is actually fun to watch. He's an entertaining character in this game. I can't wait to watch tournaments where high-level professional players are using Sagat. It's gonna be so much fun. And I don't think I've ever felt this way in previous games. I've never said out loud, I can't wait to watch high-level Sagat at a tournament. Those words have never left my lips, but now finally in Street Fighter 6, we're getting that. So yeah, leave a like down below if you're excited for Sagat as well. I don't typically make Street Fighter videos on this channel, even though I do love Street Fighter. And in the future, I do want to make some more videos. I want to play Sagat myself, for example, give a hands-on with this character and show my first-time experience with him. Could be tons of fun. So if that sounds fun to you, please subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss any future videos. I'm uploading basically daily content lately. Sometimes it takes me 2 days to make a video, but typically it's every day on this channel. I give you a video, so yeah, subscribe for that too. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.